Hey, I just wanted to make a little video because we just finished our last men's circle of the year and of this 8 week session. And I feel just amazing. And I wanted to share that because it's so rare for me and maybe for people. So I'll just speak for myself though. It's just that, like, coming into the circle tonight, I was feeling like a lot of rage and a lot of jealousy about things that had come up during my week and my day. Christmas, very triggering for me. This time of year, very challenging for me. And what happens in the circle pretty much every time is that just like opening my heart and my awareness to be able to hold whatever the other men are bringing, because everyone's bringing their own stuff, like big life changes, big drama, big conflict, um, anxieties, fears, whatever. And it puts everything in perspective. And even though my own shit kind of keeps reminding me, like, oh, like, you're mad about this, or like, don't forget about that, like, while I'm listening to other people, I say, okay, I remember, thank you, but go away for right now. And I continue to listen and to hold space and to like empathize with the struggles of other men, or even the celebration of other men, and able to really like be in that with them during their time of sharing. Then when it comes to my turn, suddenly it's like, you know what, like, like gives me perspective on what is and what is not mine to hold, and where these triggers um, that were nagging at me, it kind of like, it's like, oh, you know what, okay, like, yeah, you're a trigger, but you're not like all consuming, because like I've expanded my awareness to like other people. And then I did have a turn to share. Everybody gets a turn to share if they want, about what's going on for them, and I was actually able to drop into something a little more vulnerable about my own insecurity. So I was able to put down the kind of rage, uh, anger feelings, because I realized, like, that's not really mine to hold. And then I was able to share about some insecurities I was having, about some jealousy that came up this week. And by this was really cool, because by speaking to that and just being totally vulnerable and being like, yeah, this is where I'm struggling, and I'm worried that this is going to keep coming up in my life. And I could just be heard, and like, there wasn't that much to say about it. It was just like, this is happening. By the time the circle was closing, I got some distance from my own story and from my own feelings. And I was kind of being like, man, that's so funny that I was so jealous and insecure. Like, cool. And like, it is what it is. It's almost kind of funny. And it was like less inside. I was less inside of it, and I was separated from it. And I was like, oh, that that's the experience that I was having, and I'm still kind of having, but I'm not consumed by it. So anyway, that's just a bit of what I went through in this most recent circle, and is often my experience. Like, going in, it's like my feelings are right here, and then it's like, actually, my feelings and my experience is more out here, and I can like be more at peace, even though I can still acknowledge that I'm having an experience. Um, and I'm just so grateful for these guys that are in this circle. About a year ago, I put out the call to start this circle, and we've done 8 week blocks, with maybe a week or two off in between for the entire year. And it's evolved into like a really beautiful container of men who are really, um, taking responsibility for their experiences and being vulnerable, and taking down the layers, and being willing to say, this is what's really going on. This is what's actually happening for me. And it's really rare. It's a really unique experience in life where we can feel safe enough to just be totally vulnerable and be like, this is what's up for me, and not feel judged, and not also feel like other people are trying to fix it, and trying to give advice and tell me what I need to do differently. Um, it's very supportive, um, group. So anyway, men's circles, at least this one. If you have any questions, hit me up.